10 most beautiful small towns in Europe, extended voiceover script. Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm passionate about discovering Europe's hidden gems and sharing authentic travel experiences that go beyond the typical tourist traps. Before we dive into today's incredible journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest adventures. Also, if this video inspires your wanderlust, give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to keep bringing you these amazing destinations. Do you want to see the real Europe? Forget the bustling metropolises, the crowded tourist hotspots, and the endless queues at famous landmarks. Today, we're embarking on something far more special, a journey to discover the hidden gems that showcase Europe's authentic soul. Join us as we explore 10 of the most unique and breathtakingly beautiful small towns scattered across this magnificent continent. These aren't just destinations, they're living postcards, each with its own personality, secrets, and stories that have been unfolding for centuries. From dramatic clifftop villages that seem to defy gravity to enchanting canal towns that transport you to another era, we're about to uncover places where time moves differently, where every cobblestone has a tale to tell, and where the very air seems infused with magic. By the end of our journey together, you'll not only learn something extraordinary about each destination, but you'll find yourself planning your next European adventure to these captivating small towns. So settle in, let your imagination soar, and prepare to fall in love with Europe's best-kept 1. Positano, Italy, the vertical rainbow of the Amalfi Coast. Our journey begins on Italy's legendary Amalfi Coast, in the absolutely enchanting town of Positano. Picture this, a cascade of pastel-colored houses tumbling down steep cliffs like a waterfall of dreams, each building painted in soft yellows, warm pinks, terracotta oranges, and pristine whites. These aren't just houses, they're architectural poetry written against the dramatic backdrop of towering limestone cliffs. The Mediterranean Sea stretches endlessly below, its waters shifting from deep sapphire to brilliant turquoise depending on the time of day and the play of light across its surface. This is Positano, a place so breathtakingly beautiful that it seems almost too perfect to be real, yet here it stands, defying both gravity and expectations. As we wander through Positano's labyrinthine streets, we discover pathways that are more like outdoor galleries. Imagine walking along narrow lanes where every turn reveals cascading bougainvillea in vibrant fuchsia, deep purple, and brilliant orange. These flowering vines spill over ancient stone walls, creating natural canopies of color that frame every view. The contrast between the bright blooms and the weathered stone creates a visual symphony that has inspired countless artists, writers, and dreamers. At the heart of the town stands the magnificent church of Santa Maria Assunta, instantly recognizable by its distinctive Majolica-tiled dome that gleams like a jewel in the Mediterranean sun. This sacred space, with its Byzantine-influenced architecture, tells the story of Positano's rich spiritual and cultural heritage. Step inside, and you'll find yourself surrounded by centuries of devotion, art, and community life that continues to this day. But Positano's magic extends beyond its vertical streets. The town is renowned for its unique pebble beaches, particularly Spiaggia Grande and Fornillo Beach. Here, instead of traditional sand, you'll find yourself relaxing on smooth, sun-warmed stones that have been shaped by millennia of Mediterranean waves. The sensation is surprisingly comfortable, and the way the pebbles catch and reflect the sunlight creates an almost otherworldly atmosphere. What many visitors don't realize is that those picture-perfect colorful houses served a vital practical purpose throughout history. During the Middle Ages, when Positano was a crucial port in the powerful Amalfi Republic, these brightly painted buildings functioned as a sophisticated navigation system. Sailors approaching the treacherous coastline could identify their home port from miles away, guided safely through rocky waters by this rainbow beacon. It's a perfect example of how beauty and practicality can work hand in hand. The town's maritime heritage runs deep. Ancient trading routes connected Positano to Constantinople, Alexandria, and beyond. Merchants would arrive with exotic spices, precious silks, and rare treasures, transforming this vertical village into a cosmopolitan hub of commerce and culture. Today, that same international spirit lives on in the boutiques, restaurants, and art galleries that line the stepped street. 2. Zermatt, Switzerland, Alpine perfection beneath the Matterhorn. Rising from our Mediterranean reverie, we journey north to Switzerland, where the iconic pyramid-shaped peak of the Matterhorn pierces the sky at nearly 4,500 meters above sea level. This is quite possibly the most photographed mountain in the world, and for good reason. Its perfect triangular silhouette has become synonymous with alpine beauty itself. Nestled in the shadow of this geological giant lies Zermatt, a town that embodies everything we dream of when we imagine Swiss alpine perfection. Picture pristine meadows dotted with wildflowers, crystal-clear mountain streams cascading down rocky slopes, and air so pure and crisp it seems to cleanse your very soul with each breath. Zermatt is far more than just stunning scenery. It's an adventurer's paradise where the possibilities seem as endless as the mountain vistas. Whether you're drawn to world-class skiing on some of the most challenging slopes in the Alps, snowboarding down pristine powder fields, or hiking through flower-filled meadows with panoramic views that stretch to the horizon, this mountain wonderland delivers experiences that border on the transcendent. The town itself is a masterpiece of traditional alpine architecture. Narrow cobblestone streets wind their way between centuries-old Swiss chalets, their dark wooden facades weathered to perfection by mountain storms and blazing summer sun. These traditional buildings, with their distinctive slanted roofs designed to shed heavy alpine snow, look like they've stepped straight from the pages of a fairy tale. What makes Zermatt truly special is its unwavering commitment to preserving its authentic character. Strict architectural guidelines ensure that every new building harmonizes with the town's historic appearance. Modern conveniences are cleverly hidden behind traditional facades, creating a seamless blend of old and new that maintains the magic while providing contemporary comfort. Perhaps most remarkably, Zermatt was one of the first towns in the world to ban automobiles, implementing this forward-thinking policy way back in the early 1900s. Instead of cars, the streets come alive with horse-drawn carriages, their bells jingling musically as they navigate the narrow lanes. Electric buses glide silently between destinations, and bicycles are the preferred mode of local transport. The result? Air so clean you can taste its purity, and a peaceful atmosphere that allows you to truly connect with the mountain environment. The town is also a cultural melting pot where traditions from across the Alpine region come together in fascinating ways. The locals speak Walliserdeutsch, a unique Swiss-German dialect that reflects centuries of mountain isolation and cultural mixing. Throughout the year, traditional festivals fill the streets with music, dancing, and the aroma of hearty Alpine cuisine. Zermatt's reputation for craftsmanship is legendary. Local artisans continue centuries-old traditions, creating intricate wood carvings that tell stories of mountain life, and contributing to Switzerland's world-famous watchmaking industry. Every piece reflects the precision, attention to detail, and respect for quality that defines Swiss culture. 3. OIA, Santorini, Greece, where volcanic drama meets cycladic beauty. When you first hear the words, volcanic caldera, your mind might conjure images of barren, scarred landscapes shaped by ancient eruptions and geological violence. But OIA, perched on the northern tip of Santorini, completely transforms this expectation. Here, volcanic drama has created one of the world's most stunning and culturally rich destinations. This extraordinary town showcases the unique beauty that emerges when human creativity meets natural wonder. OIA's position on the rim of one of the world's most spectacular calderas provides breathtaking panoramic views across the Aegean Sea, where crystalline waters stretch to meet an endless horizon punctuated by distant islands that seem to float like dreams on the water's surface. The town's architecture is pure cycladic poetry, a harmonious composition of whitewashed buildings that seem to glow with an inner light, their pristine walls creating a striking contrast against the deep blue of both sea and sky. Blue-domed churches punctuate the landscape like sapphires scattered across white marble, their distinctive Byzantine silhouettes creating Instagram-worthy scenes at every turn. Narrow, winding streets invite exploration, leading visitors through a maze of discoveries. Each pathway reveals new perspectives, hidden courtyards filled with bougainvillea, and viewpoints that offer slightly different angles on the spectacular caldera views. the entire town feels like a living gallery where every corner has been carefully composed by centuries of inhabitants who understood the power of beauty. Every evening, OIA puts on one of nature's most spectacular free performances, the sunset. As the sun begins its descent toward the horizon, the entire town comes alive with anticipation. Visitors and locals alike gather along the cliff tops, cameras ready, as the sky transforms into a canvas of impossible colors. Deep purples blend with fiery oranges, brilliant reds merge with golden yellows, and the entire scene reflects off the calm waters below, creating a double masterpiece that seems almost too beautiful to be real. But OIA offers much more than scenic beauty. The town pulses with creative energy, hosting numerous art galleries filled with works by local and international artists inspired by the dramatic landscape. Boutique shops showcase unique handicrafts, from traditional Greek ceramics to contemporary jewelry designed by local artisans. The narrow streets echo with the sounds of craftspeople at work, potters shaping clay, jewelers setting stones, and artists capturing the ethereal light that makes Santorini so special. The town's history reveals why it developed in such a spectacular location. Ancient inhabitants chose this clifftop position for strategic reasons. The elevated location provided clear sightlines across the Aegean, allowing them to spot approaching pirate ships and prepare defenses. Additionally, the volcanic soil, rich in minerals from millennia of eruptions, proved incredibly fertile for grape cultivation. For thousands of years, local vintners have been creating wines with distinctive volcanic characteristics, a minerally complexity that reflects the unique terroir of this extraordinary landscape. Today, you can still visit traditional wineries carved directly into the volcanic rock, tasting wines that carry the essence of this ancient land in every sip. OIA wasn't always the peaceful, romantic destination we see today. In centuries past, it served as a crucial trading center, its strategic position along important Aegean shipping lanes making it a vital stop for merchants traveling between Europe, Asia, and Africa. The narrow streets and compact building style that we admire today were originally designed for defense and efficiency, creating a maze that would confuse invaders while maximizing the use of limited clifftop space. 4. Giethoorn, Netherlands, the Venice of the North. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live in a place where canals replace streets, where the gentle splash of oars provides the soundtrack to daily life, and where the pace of existence naturally slows to match the rhythm of flowing water? Today we're exploring one of Europe's most unique destinations, Giethoorn, often called the Venice of the North, though this enchanting Dutch village has a character entirely its own. Imagine gliding silently through a network of peaceful canals in a traditional punt boat, passing beneath more than 180 charming bridges that connect this aquatic wonderland. Each bridge tells its own story, from simple wooden crossings used by locals to ornate stone structures that have become landmarks in their own right. The entire village unfolds like pages from a storybook, with every waterway offering new discoveries and hidden corners to explore. The origin of these canals reveals a fascinating chapter in human ingenuity and unintended consequences. Centuries ago, Franciscan monks arrived in this region with a specific mission, to extract peat from the boggy landscape. Peat, a partially decomposed organic matter, could be dried and burned as fuel, providing essential energy for heating and cooking in an era before modern conveniences. As the monks dug deeper and wider in their quest for this brown gold, they gradually created an extensive network of waterways. What began as simple extraction sites evolved into the complex canal system we see today. The monks could never have imagined that their practical work would eventually create one of Europe's most enchanting tourist destinations. Today, Giethoorn has embraced its unique character by remaining completely car-free. No traffic jams, no exhaust fumes, no honking horns, just the gentle sounds of water lapping against wooden boats and the occasional friendly quack from the resident ducks who consider these canals their personal highway system. This automotive absence creates an atmosphere of tranquility that feels increasingly rare in our modern world. Transportation here is delightfully simple and environmentally friendly. Visitors can explore by renting traditional punt boats, which are designed specifically for navigating shallow waters. These flat-bottomed vessels glide silently through the canals, powered by long poles that push against the canal bed. For those preferring to stay on dry land, walking paths wind alongside the waterways, offering different perspectives on the village's unique beauty. The traditional Dutch farmhouses that line the canals are architectural treasures in their own right. Their distinctive pointed roofs, thatched with natural reeds or straw, aren't merely decorative, they're examples of centuries-old sustainable building practices. These thick, organic roofs provide excellent insulation, keeping homes warm during harsh Dutch winters and surprisingly cool during summer months. The materials come from the surrounding wetlands, creating buildings that are perfectly adapted to their environment. Giethoorn sits at the heart of Weerubben National Park, one of the Netherlands' most important nature reserves. This protected landscape encompasses not just the village and its canals, but also vast reed beds, ancient forests, and pristine lakes that support an incredible diversity of wildlife. The area serves as a crucial stopover point for migratory birds, and patient visitors might spot deer emerging from the forests, otters playing in the water, or rare bird species that find sanctuary in this peaceful environment. The best way to truly appreciate Giethoorn's magic is to embark on one of the boat tours that wind through both the village canals and the surrounding nature reserve. These journeys offer a completely different perspective on the Dutch landscape, revealing hidden corners where wildlife thrives and demonstrating how human communities can exist in harmony with natural ecosystems. 5. Lauterbrunnen, Switzerland, Valley of Waterfalls. Our Swiss adventure continues as we board a scenic train that carries us through some of the most spectacular mountain scenery in Europe. Destination, the fairy tale village of Lauterbrunnen. This remarkable place serves as the gateway to the Swiss Alps, but it's far more than just a starting point. Lauterbrunnen is a destination that embodies everything magical about Alpine Switzerland. As our train rounds the final curve and the valley opens before us, prepare yourself for one of the most breathtaking reveals in European travel. Three of Switzerland's most iconic peaks dominate the horizon. The notorious Eiger with its legendary north face that has challenged the world's best climbers, the majestic Mönch standing like a silent sentinel, and the graceful Jungfrau, whose name means maiden and whose snow-covered summit seems to touch the very heavens. But the true magic of Lauterbrunnen Valley lies in its incredible collection of waterfalls, more than 70 in total, making it one of the most waterfall-rich destinations on Earth. The most famous of these natural wonders is the spectacular Staubach Falls, where water plunges nearly 300 meters in a single, unbroken drop. The fall is so high that much of the water turns to mist before reaching the bottom, creating ethereal veils of spray that catch the sunlight and create countless rainbows throughout the day. The village of Lauterbrunnen itself seems designed to complement this natural wonderland. Traditional Swiss chalets dot the valley floor, their dark wooden facades weathered to perfection by mountain storms and alpine sunshine. Flower boxes overflow with geraniums, petunias, and alpine wildflowers that add splashes of brilliant color against the dramatic backdrop of towering cliffs and cascading water. This isn't just a place for passive admiration. Lauterbrunnen serves as the launching point for some of Switzerland's most incredible adventures. The hiking opportunities are virtually limitless, ranging from gentle valley walks suitable for families to challenging alpine routes that reward experienced hikers with some of the most spectacular mountain views in Europe. The trail network here reads like an adventure enthusiast's wish list. You can hike directly to the base of multiple waterfalls, feeling the cool mist on your face as you stand in the presence of these natural giants. Other trails wind through flower-filled meadows where the only sounds are the distant rumble of waterfalls and the melodic tinkling of cowbells from the pastoral alpine pastures. For winter sports enthusiasts, the region surrounding Lauterbrunnen offers some of the world's most legendary skiing. The slopes here have hosted international competitions and attracted professional skiers for generations. Imagine carving turns down pristine runs with the dramatic alpine peaks as your backdrop. It's an experience that combines athletic achievement with scenic beauty in ways few other destinations can match. For those seeking the ultimate adrenaline rush, Lauterbrunnen has gained international recognition as one of the world's premier paragliding destinations. Launch points high on the valley walls offer access to thermal currents that can carry experienced pilots on extended flights through this magnificent landscape. Imagine soaring like an eagle, the entire valley spread below you, waterfalls tumbling from impossibly high cliffs, and the sensation of flying through one of the most beautiful places on Earth. The village maintains a peaceful, almost timeless quality that provides the perfect counterpoint to all this adventure. Traditional restaurants serve hearty Swiss cuisine, think perfectly prepared Rösti, locally sourced Alpine cheeses, and other regional specialties that have sustained mountain communities for generations. After a day of hiking, skiing, or simply marveling at the natural beauty, there's nothing quite like settling into a cozy mountain restaurant with a warm meal and views of snow-capped peaks. Local cultural traditions remain vibrant in Lauterbrunnen, from traditional Alpine festivals that fill the village with music and dancing to craft demonstrations where you can watch skilled artisans create the intricate wood carvings and textiles that reflect centuries of mountain heritage.
Wow,
what makes these places truly special isn't just their obvious beauty, though that certainly captures our initial attention. It's the way they demonstrate how human communities can create harmony between built environments and natural landscapes, how traditional building techniques often represent sophisticated responses to local climate and geography, and how cultural traditions adapt and evolve while maintaining their essential character.
Wow, what a view!
These towns remind us that authentic travel experiences still exist in our increasingly connected world. They offer alternatives to mass tourism and standardized experiences, providing opportunities to connect with local communities, understand different ways of life, and appreciate craftsmanship and artistry that has been refined over centuries.
This is incredible.
Each destination we've explored demonstrates different approaches to preserving heritage while embracing modernity. Zermatt's ban on automobiles maintains air quality while supporting a thriving tourism economy. Hallstatt's strict architectural guidelines ensure new construction harmonizes with historic